Product launch. Let's speak about product launch. So like I said, the goal of this right now that I'm speaking to you is to understand the big picture, right? So we went from finding a product, shipping the product, we went to the preparation stage when we made the listing, right? And now the listing is made, we have 5 reviews, right? Imagine you have a listing on Amazon, you have 5 reviews, nobody sees the product, nobody knows the product, and now we need to do the product launch. So, end result of the product launch is that you have at least 20 clicks and or 3 sales on 5 main keyword phrases. I know it sounds like rocket science right now for some people, but you know what it means? Let me tell you the purpose of the product launch. Purpose of the product launch is to buy information. You know, I always tell, like, you can correlate product launch like testing your car, testing your race car. You know, basically you going now to the race, and now the product launch means that you're buying advertisement information from the market, and this information will give you understanding, are you attractive or are you not? It's like if you have a race car, then the product launch means that you're going to drive now a few miles, and then you validate, okay, my car is good or my car is bad, right? So that's the point of the product launch. You need to get at least 3 sales or at least 20 clicks on your 5 main keyword phrases. And how we're going to do that is simple. We're going to do that with Amazon ad. And let me explain you some questions and why. First of all, we can do the product launch when our listing is complete, right? And we have reviews. And you know your most relevant root keyword phrases and their long tails. Let's say you sell Bluetooth speaker, and now you want to know all these long tails, waterproof Bluetooth speaker for men, Bluetooth speaker for portable. You need to know all these keyword phrases, and they have to be on your listing, right? Covering that, do you know how much you can spend on ads? That's where most of the people make mistakes. You know, they just start ads, like basically, let me go backwards. So product launch means that you have this race car ready now, right? You want to make sales, right? You have this race car, you want to go to the race, right? But you don't want to really put all the bucks and all the money in. You just want to test the car first. So remember, product launch is not selling. Product launch is understanding, is your listing attractive or not attractive? Because when you really want to boost up the sales in ranking stage, you need money. You need to dump money into the product in order to get to the first page. If you don't know how much you can spend on ads when you launch your product, then it might be that you're spending yourself thin and nothing happens. And normal problem, what people do in this stage is that they start ads on many keywords, on lots of keywords. You get on every keyword, you get few impressions, maybe 1 click, 2 clicks, and you're done. Your money is gone. Nothing happened. And you know what the problem with this is? That if you get just few clicks and few purchases on many keywords, you are not able to validate, is your product listing well done? Is your product listing actually attractive or not? And you know, that's the main thing. So instead of just spreading yourself thin on all the ads, you should start ads on, let's say, 5 keywords and dump money on them only and get at least 20 clicks or 3 sales on these keywords. And then you understand, is your product actually good or not? Don't worry, guys, we're going to cover this actually later in a few other weeks, more depth. But anyway, that's the theory. Do you know how many keywords you can start advertising? Again, how much money you have? And are you advertising on the top of the search only? You know, on Amazon, you can advertise on many different places, right? But when you launch your product, you need to advertise on top of the search only. And this is important. Otherwise, you get this false information which is not able to give you understanding, is your product good or not? Because top of the search means that you are seen on top of the first page where you want to rank organically. And so if you advertise on product pages or some other places, you are not getting relevant information. Is your product relevant on that keyword or not? So the next stage, when product launch is done, right? You get your 20 clicks or 2 or 3 sales on 5 main keyword phrases. Now you go to optimization. And basically what optimization means that if you have this race car, right, your product, it's on Amazon, right? you did the launch, you did few miles, and now you want to validate your launch car. You want to validate your car, right? You want to know how good the car is because you want to go to the race, right? And race is expensive. So now optimization stage basically means that you're going to tweak your car. You're going to make your car better on these areas. And now you're ready to rumble. You're ready to really go to rankings, right? So in the optimization stage, we want these numbers. And I know it's a little bit advanced, maybe for a lot of people, but anyway, I can explain it later. We're going to go through this later in some other weeks. I don't know, week number 3, I guess. But anyway, the point here is that you have to, in an advertisement report on these particular keywords where you advertise on a launch, you need to get good click-through rate and good conversion rate. I'm not going to stop what these click-through rates, conversion rates means. That's why I call this training like advanced pro training. So you guys who are already selling on Amazon know that. If you don't know that, don't worry. We can cover this in later. Click-through rate is attractiveness score. Conversion rate is a sales score. So questions for optimization, you guys. If you have a product on Amazon, do you know how to read search the report? If you don't know, make sure you know. That's the best and foremost, most important report you need to read. Second question, do you know how to measure your listing attractiveness? And this is the click-through rate, the CTR you see on top here, right? You need to understand how to measure how attractive your product is compared to others, right? So that's why you did the launch, right? You had the car, you made few miles, and now you understand that. And so now you need to ask yourself a question. Do you need to improve traffic? That's another, by the way, that's another problem that most of the people are doing. They don't understand, do you need to improve your traffic or do you need to improve your conversion? And lots of people, and of course, I'm guilty of that as well, they're not making sales. Okay, let's imagine you're not making sales. So, and now you're thinking like, what should I do? I should make better images, right? So I'm gonna make a better images, or maybe I'm tweaking some bullet points, maybe I don't know, like have to do some changing some price or something. But you need to ask yourself, do you need to improve traffic or do you need to improve conversion? Because these are completely different things. And for the traffic, for example, you need to get more reviews, maybe better reviews. Maybe you tweak your headline, the first 5 words. You need to make sure your image is attractive. And of course, in the ads, you need to know which are really good keywords for you. And often, don't hunt for big keywords, like men's shoes. It's too broad and it's too big. You want to start with long tail keywords and organically rank there first, right? Or do you need to improve a conversion? A lot of people don't make difference. Again, conversion means that you're trying to improve your listing so you have already lots of visitors. And now you want to improve conversion, right? You need people to buy more. You don't need visitors more. You need to purchases. You need to customers, right? Or do you need to improve both? All right. Next question. Do you know which keyword phrases you should optimize? Again, Amazon is a search engine. It's not store. Every keyword phrase is a sales channel. You can sell the same product on completely different people on completely different keywords. Different people use different keywords. Let's say women are using different keywords to find their stuff than men, right? And so if your product, you can actually categorize your product sometimes differently. You can maybe categorize to who you sell differently, or to why this product is good, or in what occasions this product is good. So you need to position your product sometimes differently if it doesn't sell. Let me try to give you an example here. Let's say you sell Bluetooth speaker, right? Maybe it doesn't sell as a Bluetooth speaker. Maybe you need to position your product that this Bluetooth speaker is meant for women who do running. And that's why, because it fits really well to their pocket or something. I don't know, like basically something like this, right? And now you have completely different positioning for your product. So think about this. That's why you need to know in preparation stage. Remember, I asked you, do you know who is buying your product, why they buy a product, and what's the occasions, why are they using the product? So if you know that, and by the way, you can easily read these things from customers' reviews from other products, then it's so easy to position your product. Sometimes people think that my product doesn't sell. You know what? And then ask you, do you have a traffic problem or conversion problem? I don't know. Well, you know what? That's where we need to start. Do you know what do you need to optimize? Do you need to optimize main image, bullets, price, reviews, headline? What is needed to optimize? Professional sellers know that, and I can teach you also how. We're going to go to this specific depth later in a few weeks. Like I said, the point of this right now is that I'm speaking about big picture and big mistakes that Amazon sellers are doing when they do optimization. Okay, optimization is done. You see on the top corner here, we had preparation where we made our listing, then we did a launch, when we gathered information from the ads, and we did optimization. And now questions to you about rankings. You know, when we started rankings, then 2014, it was this way that I bought some random scale from Alibaba. It was literally like, I went to Alibaba, I see the luggage scale. I asked this guy, hey, do you have 300 units? Can you send it to Amazon? Yes, you have. How much does it cost? $375. I was checking Amazon price was $15, right? And so I said, okay, I can make $5 to $6 profits. All right, so sure. Send it to Amazon. $375, it was shipping, the shipping cost. And then I just bought 300 units. We gave away with Facebook ads. It was like, buy this product with $1. And we sent people to Amazon to buy this product with $1 on that keyword. And boom, I was on the first page and making like, it was like $6,000 to $7,000 per month, like with this product. It was literally so easy. Now it becomes more difficult. But it's actually still really easy, and we are doing this all the time. And the question to you is like, do you know where, on which keyword page you should actually rank your product if you have a product on Amazon? That's the first question. And by the way, end result for ranking is that you conquered keyword phrase. You have taken your product to the top 5 on the first page on your chosen keyword phrase. And you know what? If you have a shitty listing, if you have bad listing, you know, in the launch and optimization, you skipped launch and you skipped optimization, and you just start dumping money on ranking and giveaway, then what happens is that you will lose money. The thing is that, you know, professional Amazon sellers, they know the big picture, right? And they don't skip steps. You know, it's like with the training, you know, with the bodybuilding or with the whatever training, you know, you want to have a sexy body, you know what? Going to the gym and do a few exercises, 15 minutes a day, it ain't gonna happen. So what you need to do is you need to sleep properly, eat properly, and exercise properly. And you need to do it consistently enough in order to get somewhere, right? So that's what Amazon business is. You know, Amazon business is doing things in correct way, in correct order to get specific result. And I have that. I have this whole formula, and that's why I'm telling you. So first is preparation, then is launch, then is optimization, then is ranking, right? And you don't do ranking before you have done launch and optimization. You don't do it. You waste your money. And so, do you know how to rank your products? It amazes me how many people actually don't do anything about rankings. And then they have this just, they launch the product, they did preparation, maybe they started Amazon ads, and I think they call it a launch. And you know what? And then they're waiting. They're waiting that the product will take off. They're waiting that the product will start making money. Wrong. Anyway, so don't skip steps. You need to do launch properly. You need to do optimization properly, and then you rank, right? Okay, don't skip steps. Are you ranking and ranking are you doing the rankings constantly? If you want to succeed on Amazon, you better start doing rankings. You ain't gonna do it. I mean, I know guys who actually have done without rankings amazing sales, and you know, and you know what? If you have really supreme product, if you have really, really good product, if your product really stands out from the crowd, you can actually do miracles even without ranking. You know, it's not a problem. But in most of the cases, ranking is needed. You need to give it a little boost as quickly as possible, and especially on those long tail keywords, because you want to get your organic sales coming in. You know, the worst thing that can happen is that you push a product on Amazon and then nothing happens, right? And you can't get stuck on this optimization because you lose motivation. You need to make money. So ranking is something that boosts. The last one I call is a workflow. And this is, again, a lot of people doing random things on Amazon. If you do random things, it's the same thing like if you want a sexy body and just do random things in the gym, you know what happens? Nothing, right? So same thing. Do you have well-optimized recurring actions in your life that drive smart decision-making and action? Let me give an example. So are you tracking your product KPIs weekly? Are you writing down every week how much sessions you have, how much conversions you have, on which keywords you are making sales, and are you tracking rankings on these keywords? You know, simple, right? And you know, the thing is that if you're not tracking these keywords and you're not tracking information on your product, if you don't track weekly basis information, then you might end up by not knowing why your product is not selling or where it's selling or what's going on. It's like having a car with no dashboard. You don't know how much gas you have, you don't know how much you're going, you don't know what's going on, you don't know anything. So basically, if you're not tracking your product numbers on a weekly basis, it's like driving with a car that has no dashboard. So start doing it and start tracking 5 keywords weekly on spreadsheets to increase rankings on them. So we start thinking about how these keywords work for me and trying to increase rankings. All right. Anyway, the point and the win of this, what I explained to you, the win here, all these questions, it's basically if you're starting Amazon or if you're selling on Amazon, you need to ask yourself these questions. If you don't, you see there's a box here. If you cannot check this question off, you better start doing it because it's needed. I only bring out the things and questions which are extremely important. Okay? All right.